Alright guys, let's talk about what happened in the market today by using the options spectrum activity. We're only going to be looking at the new spectrum activity because the exit spectrum activity is not available for today. And I'm assuming from a day like today, there isn't much activity in the exits taking place. So again, let's take a look. So here we're looking at the S&P 500, which is 240. Yesterday, I was talking about strikes in the 250, 260, 270 range. So here we are way below the 250. So now we're seeing, in addition to yesterday, so I've preset the option spectrum activity to March 12, which is today, 2020, and I selected the SPY ETF. And for today, we see that there's a lot more put activity, just like we saw yesterday. Well, yesterday, the indication is that, okay, it's going to continue to fall, but here we have something a little bit more interesting is, yes, there's a lot more puts, but now some majority of these puts are now in the money. So what's interesting here is anything above the current price, which is 240, for the most part 240, anything above here is in the money puts. So that's an interesting situation, because with the in the money puts, I would only be doing that if I was saying that the price is going to be above 255, above 265, above 275, and above 280. So this is an interesting situation. But this is not accompanied by much volume. So we do actually see it on the 250, 260, and 275, and then we have some calls on the 290. And we go all the way to 230. So based on what's happening currently in Asia, the triggers for they are having the circuit breakers taking place. So I'm gonna speculate that the S&P is most likely, so it's already in 239, we can see it here, so it's probably gonna go into below 230 into tomorrow. So let's actually see how that plays out. So yeah, in a nutshell, we can also actually look at yesterday, just so we can see what happened yesterday, because this will show, if we were gonna make a bet this morning, I think yesterday I said I was gonna target the 250 strike. It's probably gonna be somewhere right here. Let's see, 260, 250. Yeah, I was basically talking about this strike as of yesterday, and yesterday we was around, let's see, so 12 was somewhere around 260. Well, this is the S&P futures, so it's a little different. So I think the SPY was probably somewhere around 273 or something along those lines, but nonetheless, the options were telling us there's a lot of interest happening below the current price, which was around 270. So jumping into today, or we can actually look at the entire from yesterday to today and see what took place between those 2 days. And then again, if we want to look at the whole week, we can also add the whole week to see how the option activity was changing over time in one summarized view. So for the most part, again, between yesterday and today, there's a lot more puts. If we look at the entire week, since 9th, when the gap took place, again, most likely we're gonna see a lot more puts, meaning that the market overall in general is thinking the price is gonna go down. So we can examine this in few further details, look at the different increases, which prices have an increasing trend increasing trend in the change in the interest, which means it's additional accumulation of interest over time. But let's go back today and just summarize the video for today. So we see there's a lot more put activity, but again, there is an interesting situation where the puts are now in the money. All of these puts are in the money. So you would only do this if you would expect for the price of SPY tomorrow to go up above these prices. So let's see how it plays out. Yeah, thanks for watching. The links to this dashboard, the 4K version and the mobile version, are going to be in the description.